Let's see.
It's open.
There you go.
Please make sure that
We just started. All the English words just disappeared.
We're now making our final approach.
Between back when you just started out and now, the pitch has evolved. You want to explain
Yes.
how and why?
Training. And team support. This is an exercise that we do with Francis.
Excellent.
Fun.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
This is epic. Yeah, it's epic.
As we wait for everyone, yeah, if you want to grab some coffee, that's over there, and then bathroom is over there as well, and exchange counter is over there, and if you want to get SIM card, that's over there. So Uber is not available.
No?
No, I could use Uber here.
Oh, it
Yeah,
does exist.
yeah, I didn't know that until yesterday.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I tried to use that. Yeah, but just one, luxurious taxi company is, doing it. It's not that too common here because, there's so much regulation and pressure from the taxi association, something. Yeah.
So how would you get around then? Is the bus, is the public transit?
Well, like transport is, I think, it's more available than anywhere else in the world. So if you want to know any Japanese words, I think I am the expert of Japanese. So. Alright, we're here.
TCCHUB is starting from today, and our Prime Minister and all of your countries' head delegations are coming to Japan for this conference for 3 days. And our event is the official side event, and day second for the conference is on business. So in the morning they will have a business session, and in the afternoon we have our business forum where Mr. Bubuana Ali from the Savannah Funds and Mr. Ahmed Alfi from the Sawari Account Ventures will give what's happening in Africa with the startups, innovation, and it will be like a panel with more than 1,000 people participating. And on Friday, it will be your pitch event. So we as JETRO is trying to send a new message of what's happening in Africa and how such business ideas, models that you have, platforms that you created are becoming like a new infrastructure in Africa. And our second aim for JETRO is that we hope that we have some space for the Japanese companies to partner with you, either whether it is in strategic partners in technology or investors, whichever partners, we hope that you can find within this very short time. But Mai and Arisa, who's still picking up one of your participants, have been working very hard throughout this 3 months and have a lot of individual meetings set up after your pitch event. And we hope that JETRO could be of a little help to bridge between your company and Japanese companies. Once again, welcome to Japan, and I will be waiting for you in Yokohama. So rush back to Yokohama, but I hope that you will have a pleasant stay.
I've been gone from home for a minute now. I've been on the road and flying in and out. All you've done is hold us down and never complain. Maybe it's time for me to take a different route. So have your bags packed and we'll be on our way. Or we can get a sitter and go on a date. We can take it slow, there is no need to race. Seldom I hate, but what I can't stand is this weight and the weight of the world on my shoulders. Learning so much as I'm older, but I'm afraid maybe I may be missing the main thing. I remember when you used to work 2 jobs, and I was trying to finish school. Back then the struggle was trying to maintain. Now I rap for a living and yeah, full-time mom. Crazy we got this far from putting ourselves on. Finally it paid off. We can take the day off. We can take the week off and go way off.
We can take the day off, let's go. We can take the day off, you ain't gotta worry about the rain, it's okay. It's okay. We can play some OJ. We can take the day off, we can take the day off, you ain't gotta worry about the rain, it's okay. We can play some OJ.
いただきます。ケップの枝と申します。どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
Thank you so much for coming and thank you so much for having us here. My name is Damilola Teidiayola from Lagos, Nigeria, CcHUB. CcHUB, which is the organizer of the PitchDrive program, I'll explain later, is an innovation center, almost 10 years old. Nigeria's foremost innovation center, the biggest one as well. We've been supporting startups for almost 10 years now.
I know that ain't your thing, but baby, we on display. Baby, you on display, so we can play some oldies and just set the mood. I'm so happy I get to come home to you.
We can take the day off.
Morning. How do you feel after the pitch to the Japanese community, investors?
I feel great. You know, we spoke to the Japanese investors. I remember they were telling us these are shy people, so you have to look at them and speak what you want. And when you speak to them, actually, they don't speak a lot. It is just supposed to engage and then speak. Then they'll tell you, have my business card. So they speak less. So it's you supposed to go and tell them, this is what I do, this is what happens. So that is what really happened.
Cool.
So, and you're hoping for the best because most of them were willing to work with us. So remember, the deals don't end there. They have to first ask you for some pitch decks and everything that goes on. But I'm sure it was good.
So you have meetings today?
Yes, today I'm going for the UNDP panel discussion. Then after I'll head to the Yamaha pitch event.
In Yokohama? Mm-hmm. Right, that's cool. When is your meeting?
I'm going at 9 a.m.
9
so
o'clock?
I'm about to
Okay, yeah. Hi guys.
Hi.
How are you feeling about your pitch yesterday to Japanese investors?
It was not my first time pitching to a non-primarily English-speaking audience, but it was definitely the first time I've seen my deck translated into a completely different language behind me. I thought that was really interesting, but I found despite how much written Japanese was in the presentations, I was able to converse really naturally with everyone we talked to after.
I think even the organizers did a pretty good job having both languages up on stage and, you know, just kind of having the two languages, the two slides, essentially, yeah, exactly, just opposed. We had a few good discussions after the presentations, you know, and just trying to see how we can follow up on some of the opportunities presented.
So you guys are going to a meeting right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, looking forward to the meeting with M3. That's our first meeting today. They have done some interesting work in the clinical trial landscape, which is an environment we're trying to explore right now. So yeah, looking forward to it.
So we're here to find partners, partners that help our solutions become much better, yeah? And like I've always said on this entire trip, we try to build a global solution. So having these meetings are very important and it's critical to the trip.
So right here on my left, on my right, we have Philip Garabe from
AC Group.
He's about to tell us about his sushi experience. Authentic sushi
Wow.
experience.
It was very authentic. How was your interview today?
Yeah, we had two interesting interviews with the M3 and Densatsu, who are like the top, I mean, they're the second largest media and data company in the world. So that was just amazing. Oh my God, the best office space ever.
Yeah, we are heading to Yokohama to have some meetings with investors and with the Yamaha team. It's a huge potential for us to find partners, investors.
Yeah.
In 2010, thought I was doing something. And now I'm rapping with a crew or something. I guess the track don't really stick unless he's gluing something. And I never fit the shoe until I doing something. Yo, bracing myself like teeth, boy, it's the same old route on some new concrete. But homie, these tunes make you get a new ID. I'm trying to do my thing, but the commute ain't cheap. I'm on a 2-day week.
So Yamaha is one of the most aggressive Japanese investors. And they are also manufacturer of motorcycles and also the engines for boats. We can call them a very typical strategic investor for startups. And of course they are very interested in mobility as a service, but they are now interested in every sector like agriculture, marketing, e-commerce, healthcare. So that's why we are bringing all of you to Yamaha, because Yamaha is so aggressive.
About time that I get back, yo, I'ma get back, we can hold it down. Oh God, I'ma get back, yo, I'ma get back, and we can hold it down.
This be the 4th year in the promised land. Watch it, I promise, man. If you ain't looking.
I'm happy with how everything has gone so far. There was a rocky start, and even the journey to getting here was personally difficult. Like working with these partners for months, trying to plan the itinerary, think through it. Can we get a pitch session? Can we get investors in? What do we need to do to get those people in? Who do I need to speak to? What kind of meetings do I need to have? Having conversations, replying emails at 3 a.m. Like literally for the last 3 months, I've been working in 2 time zones. So just seeing like in Singapore, everything come together. The pitch events, the sessions, the Google tour, which was really amazing, and everyone just being happy about it. Like someone told me, you know, he has to think about his space differently now because this has inspired him. Just that alone was really great for me. In Japan, Jethro and Keppel are one of our first partners. So we've been talking to them for the longest time, and the way everything has been running smoothly has been fantastic. For example, with Jethro, when they send me emails, it's always pretty long and detailed. They would even apologize at the end. I'm sorry for the long email. It used to be so funny when I read it. Looking at how everything has gone and how much they have put, like the planning, you can actually tell why they were so detailed in the emails. Like they wanted to make sure they got everything correctly. So when we're coming in, where we're going, who we're speaking to, everything has been planned. They got volunteers in to be able to take all the startups to their different meetings. So it's just amazing to, you know, be in it and see how everything, all the ideas, all the discussions, all the emails have come together, and everyone, I believe, everyone so far has, you know, gotten value in some way or the other. So yeah, long story short, I'm happy. So Google has been our partner for the longest time, since we started actually at CcHUB. Being a Google for Startups partner, even aside PitchDrive, has been amazing as well. There are things that you learn from other partners, but also just the value they want to give to startups all the time. They're like programs that they just, you know, they give scholarships on to startups in any of our programs, credits and things like that. And they're just very intentional about how they try to access startups or try to support startups across the world, and also supporting the organizations that support those startups. So very importantly. With PitchDrive, I believe that there are very few people that can support, few organizations that can support like a crazy idea like this. To be able to take people, like a group of startups, you know, to another technology ecosystem to learn and then do it again, because this is the second time. It's really amazing. And I think for them, it's just, again, supporting startups at different levels. Yes, they give credits. Yes, they support the organizations that support the startups with even funding as well. But how can we create access for them? How can we support them in different ways? How can we actually make things happen outside of the country they are in? And the other bit of it is even working with other Google for Startups partners. In PitchDrive 1, I believe we worked with at least 2 Google for Startups partners. In PitchDrive 2, Found 8 is a Google for Startups partner. Cocoon is a Google for Startups partner in Hong Kong. And then we're working with, you know, Google Korea in South Korea. Google Campus Seoul in South Korea. So it's very like the role of Google for Startups here, I believe, is just about supporting entrepreneurs in different ways, giving them that access, helping them to expand their market, and then connecting all the partners together as well to be able to support each other.
Mary getting French toast. Tokyo sake sipping in the robe. Yo, Japan, don't my open got toe.
Give us a kind of opening remarks. Thank you. We can feel the energy from Japan to truly try to understand Africa. And also, probably because of these two guys, they've been on the ground doing amazing work in Africa, trying to understand the market as well. But most importantly to you, sir, we appreciate the fact that you've taken the time to host us as a group. We believe this is going to be the beginning of really, really interesting relationship with Japan and between Japan and Africa. I think the new generation of Africa are open to opportunities. We want people that we can work with to help move our continent forward. So I think from our heart, we say thank you for everything you've done, and we look forward to a very good relationship with you all. Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
I got that thing. I got that thing.
Great day.
An additional interesting thing about the startups, they are currently touring 5 cities in Asia, seeking partnerships and investments from potential partners and investors from Singapore to Japan now, and they'll go to Seoul, to Shenzhen, and then to Hong Kong. And they're here to also pitch to you.
Award goes to Kaski, Mr. Vito Kurani.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Uesugi, the reason we chose Kaski was very simple. It was very simple and easy to understand. And Kaski was the only company that brought the actual device. You brought that helmet, that huge device all over to Japan. We were so impressed. And the value of device is meaningful. When elderly people or kids ride on bicycle in Japan, it's quite dangerous. So I think there are the opportunity to bring the device to Japan as well. And there are the opportunity for development in motorbike areas as well. And also there's the potential to explore the design possibility as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And you receive $5,000.
Thank you so much for your good job you are doing. Thank you so much, CcHUB. Thank you, Boston. Thank you, Dali. Thank you, my crazy team, all the startups. Thank you to Morocco. And thank you all, guys. Please, let's catch up after. I wanted to have some partners, investors as well. And thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So how are you guys feeling about being left behind.
I didn't say that.
I mean, there's still a lot to do in Japan, yeah? We'll close the deals here. You guys gonna close the deals in China or in South Korea.